Do you see that doggy in the shelter?
Hi, I'm Buddy, the adorable puppy you adopted from the Humane Society.
Meow. I'm Whiskers, a fluffy kitty, just waiting for someone to love me.
When you adopt a pet, we hope your new furry friend will become a cherished member of your family. And as Buddy and Whiskers will tell you, the key to success is following the rules to love by.
Woof, that's right. Please give me food, water, and exercise every day. To stay healthy, I need the same kind of things you need.
Talk to me. I like hearing your voice.
You're my best friend. Please don't stay mad at me or lock me up as punishment. Remember, I'm probably going to live 10 to 15 years, so take care of me when I get old.
One day you'll need someone to take care of you, too.
A message from the Montgomery County Humane Society. Visit www.mchumane.org for the complete rules to love by.
Be your best friend for life.
Welcome to Storytellers Campfire. This is Lady-Selah-Sujuris. I'm co-hosting with Isabella-Heart. Storytellers Campfire radio show features guests from all around the world. They lend their voices and share their contributions, whether it be in literature, music, history, cultural education, or a field of expertise. But they all come to our global campfire, and they share wonderful things with our listeners. Our mission on Storytellers Campfire is to teach history. We try to preserve culture, honor tradition, with literary artists of all genres, musicians, historians, professionals, educators, inspirational speakers, entertainers, and storytellers, all at our campfire. We developed our program back in 2003 to 2004. We began building a library filled of wealth and knowledge which we would eventually share on the radio programs. We began broadcasting through radio shows and live events, and then we went to the World Wide Web, giving our reach to a global listenership. We have been working with live shows and radio shows for a little over 9 years, and we're heard in over 100 countries around the world. Our program is now airing 5 days a week: Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. To learn more about Storytellers Campfire, visit online at storytellerscampfire.org. We'll take a commercial break, and then Isabella-Heart will be back for her book review for Tatty-the-Lonely-Monarch by Nancy-Lorraine.
Hi, this is Jennifer Coolidge. The American Heart Association says the disco song Stayin' Alive is the near-perfect beat for hands-only CPR. If you see a teen or adult collapse from cardiac arrest, you only need 2 steps to help save a life. Call 911 and push hard and fast in the center of the chest to the beat of the song Stayin' Alive. Disco is back and it's saving lives. To learn more, go to heart.org/hands-only-CPR.
Nationally supported by the WellPoint Foundation.
Welcome back to Storytellers Campfire in Progress. This is your host, Isabella-Heart, hosting for our show tonight. For our book review, I am featuring Tatty-the-Lonely-Monarch by Nancy-Lorraine, and illustrated by Dorothy Herron. Nancy-Lorraine has a PhD in social work. She worked for over 30 years counseling families and children in crisis. Lorraine is a master gardener and has an extensive backyard flower garden, which is visited by butterflies, dragonflies, and 8 children. Her garden serves as a place of meditation and inspiration, and the butterfly stories are her works of joy. Nancy Lorraine won an award in 2012 in the Porter Fleming Literary Competition for her nonfiction essay, Love Does Not Require Memory. Nancy Lorraine also has essays in Women's Voices and Women's Voices Only Louder, and she is a member of the South Carolina Writers Workshop. The Butterfly Adventure is Nancy Lorraine's first published book, and Tatty, the Lonely Monarch, is her second book, and a chapter book for ages 4 to 8. The illustrations are beautiful, original watercolors by Dorothy Herron. The story is about a small, tattered monarch butterfly who falls behind the rest of the monarchs during their winter migration to Mexico. Tatty meets a wonderful bird chickadee and a hummingbird who direct her to a beautiful flower garden. There, she finds other kinds of butterflies to the Gulf Coast instead of Mexico. She decides to join them. Tatty's message is that even if you have a physical challenge, you can't be the strongest or the fastest. You can always choose to be brave, though. Information about monarchs, other butterflies, and migration are included at the end notes in the book. The 3 things that I would love the most about this book story is 1, it teaches kids out there, I know some of you might have mental or physical challenge. You might not have a leg or a toe or something like that. But even though you might not be the strongest or the fastest in your mind, you can be the strongest to you. You can be the best. You can go out there and be brave. You can be you no matter what. I also like that Tatty, even though she torn a wing, she does it anyways. Another thing is that while she does her journey, she never gives up. So I'm telling you guys, be brave in every point of view. Never give up. Tatty was this just little monarch butterfly, her wing. And things like this can happen all the time. I would like to share in the back of the book on the end notes a fact about Tatty and her wing. It is common to see butterflies flying with torn wings, large dragonflies, birds, lizards, thorns, and even wind can tear butterflies' delicate wings. So even those little things might tear our wings, or in human perspective might tear us. But you can always be strong and brave. Now, you might not be the strongest or the fastest, but you can still be the strongest to you. You can still do the best to you. You can never give up. You can be brave. You can stand out for what you believe in, for who you are. Take the risk in life. Take the risk that, hey, I can do it. Take the risk of being brave. Another thing that I really like in here is that the friends that help her along. I mean, most of you have heard the saying, it's better to give than to receive, meaning that it's better to put another smile on somebody else's face that gives you a greater smile. So when giving and receiving, Tatty doesn't give much. People give her a lot of things, and I think she realizes about how much this is important. I can't give up. I have to be brave for others. They've helped me along. Also, the friendship that's in this book is nice. You don't come by a person and ask for help, and they might not always give it to you. So I'm asking you, maybe you could do that. Maybe you could give somebody something, and it's better to do it than receive it. Those are the 3 things that I like most about this book. Next, I want to talk about the amazing Dorothy Herron, the illustrator of these amazing, rich, wonderful watercolor pictures. Dorothy Herron is the illustrator, of course, of The Butterfly Adventures and Tatty-the-Lonely-Monarch by Nancy-Lorraine. The 2 pictures I like the best is on the last page, page 33. It shows a garden, and it shows Tatty and her broken wing on a branch, and it shows these 3 children playing ball. So I like this picture the most because it expresses them playing, them having fun, them not bothering others. And it's showing Tatty that she's about to take off. She's about to fly. She's about to be brave on going on a journey so far from where she is. This is her first time migrating. So going on this journey means a lot to her. And she hasn't given up all throughout this way. She's still sitting there in a beautiful, beautiful garden with children playing and smiling all around her. I bet she must feel really happy. That's one of the pictures. My second picture is on page 18. This hummingbird, Hector, the hummingbird, he is a guideway to get her to this beautiful garden. So he's stopping for her. He's telling her, yeah, you can come along with me. Yeah, you can be friends with me. Yeah, I'll show you the way. Many people don't do that today. And showing others the way is a really nice thing. And Tatty, with her broken wing, he says, be careful, I do go fast. I mean, he is a hummingbird. And Tatty tries to keep up to the best of her ability. She tries to have the strength, the bravery, and the power. Dorothy Herron started her art career as an oil painter study under the direction of Jean Johnson at Carriage Institution in Pittsburgh. After moving to South Carolina in 1933, Dorothy began working predominantly in watercolors. The watercolors enabled her to achieve a freedom of expression lightness that best captures the look of the Low Country. She says, and I quote, I like to sit and study my subject until I develop a very personal feeling about the view or still life. I try never to start a painting until I can visualize it in my head. Dorothy has used her artistic talents detailing watercolors, acrylic, metal, posters, greeting cards, and pillows. To learn more about this book, you can visit online at Amazon.com or NancyLorraineBooks.com. But as I was saying, always be brave. And I think Nancy Lorraine did a good, beautiful job on making this message. Tatty never gave up. She had so many challenges on her way, but people started helping her. She got something from that. She gave somebody else a smile on their face. She did something wonderful with her life. She was brave enough to go and set out foot in the world. She was brave enough to be strong in her mind. She felt she was doing all she could, and she was.